Welcome back to another Dino Riders review, everybody. And today we're going to have a look at some Commando figures. There's 6 altogether, and I have 3 of them, which I had recently picked up all together. So, quite exciting. I've been on the prowl for these Commando figures for a long time. They're not easy to come by. They're not easy to come by if they're complete or in the original packaging. You can find them loose, but always once these have been opened up as a kid, playing with them back in the day, all these little bits and pieces all go missing, and sometimes you may have the figure, but you might be missing a few accessories, and they're not cheap either to find on the secondary market. Not cheap, and also not easy to find. And these rarely come up on eBay. I've been looking for years. Obviously, I'm in Australia, and even in the Dino Rider groups, they don't usually pop up often anyway. I have seen them loose, but not complete. And when I started collecting Dino Riders years ago, I kind of didn't focus on the figure packs at the time. I was more focused in trying to complete the dinosaurs and have their boxes and stuff. And I did have a few opportunities to buy these earlier on, and I didn't. And it's just getting harder and harder to find. But I'm glad to have them in the collection now, and they're all like sealed and new. So before we have a look at the figures, and again, the good old trusty Dino Riders Ultimate Collector's Guide by Ted Neos. We'll have a look at all the commandos that are included. So there's 6 of them, and I am missing Rock, Astra, and Glide. I don't have those particular figures. So please comment below, because sometimes with these Commando figures, especially when I do see them loose, I'll see a couple of them loose, and it seems to be more of that kind of particular figure. Like, for example, I've seen Bomba loose a lot more common than some of the others. So I don't know if it's just a coincidence, or if they had produced these guys different quantities. So I would suspect they would have all produced them, in packs of 6. But anyway, I'm not too sure. It's probably just more of a coincidence. So, all right, we'll have a look at each one quickly, and so we'll start off with Faze. And before I get to a close-up of the accessories, the artwork is pretty cool. So you got all 6 of the commandos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty awesome artwork. We've got Rasp there as well, and we've got the T-Rex there. There's no claws there underneath, which is quite interesting. So pretty cool artwork. And let's have a look at Faze. A good thing about each one of these commandos, they have all unique designs. And he's an artillery expert with the missile launcher, and comes with a helmet. Pretty good condition, a little bit bent, but overall really good condition. And where is he? And there he is. So you can set up that little rocket and that little kind of like rope kind of connects to the rocket, I guess, and it kind of shoots. So so that's Faze. And next one, Kameelian. So Kameelian is an infiltrator with camouflage accessories. So he's got this cool like body armor. It's got a gun and a kind of like a helmet. It looks like a plant and this other plant. So let's have a look. And yeah, so that kind of goes on like that. So yeah, pretty awesome. And please comment below, because I've never owned any of these figures, so I don't know which parts are more brittle, or if you find them loose, which parts have a more of a tendency to be broken or whatever. So yeah, and we got Bomba here. So he's the expert with landmines. And there he is there. He's got like the protective vest on. And actually that looks like the standard gun. Is that even in there? Can't see that in there. There's this gun looking thing. But that looks like the Series 1 weapon there. That's interesting. I might have to have a quick look at the... And it looks like he's got gloves there too. Oh, he's got the gloves there. But yeah, that gun's kind of... looks like a Series 1 gun. So we'll check it out in the book quickly. So, like when I was thinking of doing this video, what would have been cool that I was thinking of is if the Rulons had their own commandos. Like imagine 6 unique Rulon commandos, each one for different kind of head. So different to, you know, the usual termite and cobra and hammerhead. Imagine like we had like a spider face, you know, 6 unique different faces, and they were like the Rulon equivalent of the commandos that went up against these guys. That would have been pretty pretty cool, I think. You know, we could always want to dream. And yeah, so yeah, that's something I just noticed. So if you look at here with Bomba, it's exactly like how the packaging is, as well as Kameelian and Faze. But yeah, it's just pretty unique that looks like a Series 1 gun there. It's a bit hard to tell, but that definitely looks like a Series 1 gun there. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever noticed that. So yeah, judging out of these 3, my favorite would have to be from the cartoon. It's a bit hard to remember. I did like Rock, and I did like Astra. So, but yeah, they're all kind of unique, and they're all part of the show, and they're all pretty awesome. I reckon that's why they are probably highly sought after. The store that I did buy these from, they had maybe 2 of them loose, like without accessories. I might end up picking those up and just throwing them with the other displays that I've got going on. So I'm halfway there. Hopefully in the future I can pick up the other 3 to complete them. So anyway, please comment below. You know, if you own these in your collection or played with them as a kid, and yeah, and comment who's your favorite commando. And one more thing, I only recommend picking these up obviously if you're a die-hard collector, just due to the ridiculous prices that they go for. And one more thing as well, this one still has the original, like it's still got the tab there, which is pretty cool as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Dino Riders video, and I'll see you all next time.